Hey guys, welcome back to another video of me trading. And today we will be using the same strategy we did in the first video. Now, just quickly, with that in mind, I want to say thank you so much to everybody that did watch, like, and even subscribe in that video. It does really mean a lot to me, and to be completely honest, I didn't expect it to do that well. Now, that being said, if you haven't watched the first video, I do recommend going and have a look at it because I do explain my strategy and my thought process in the trades. Now, as you guys can see, we didn't make any money the first trades. To be honest, the market was just pure consolidation and there was nothing going on. Now, with that being said, let's get into it. We are, I'll scale back to the 15 minutes, so I'm getting a bit ahead. Okay, now we are already set up, and as you can see, we've had the breakout, which is beautiful. I'll just quickly explain it for some people that haven't already watched. Now we do the 8 to 8:15 candle, which is EST. For me, I'm in AEST, so I'm in Australia, which means it's midnight for me when it's 8 a.m. in New York. Now, I mark the top and the bottom of that 15-minute candle once it closes. We put a 50% midway marker. We wait for a break and retest. And now that means, sorry, let me get this out of your face. We wait for a breakout out of this box here, which is based off the 15-minute candle as explained. Once it breaks out up our direction, we know which way we're going to take our position. So for this example, well, it's not even an example, it's going to happen. It'll come out here, which is a breakout, and then it'll retest this point here. Now, if it broke out here, we'd know it's bearish, but this time we know it's bullish. So either way though, once it breaks out a certain direction, we know which way we're taking our trade. We just got to wait for the retest into this point here, and then we take our position. Now, I have changed my face cam position. Bit off topic, sorry, I didn't mean to switch up on you like that. But I have moved it from the top left to the bottom left, purely because you guys couldn't see the time frame, the balance, or a couple things that I feel like are more important than what you need to see down here. Now, I do want your opinion on that, so please leave a comment down below on what you think. With that all being said, I think what I'll do is I'll leave it here so you guys don't have to sit through the boring part with me, and then we'll cut back to when I'm taking in my position.
Order
Okay,
filled.
we're in. Now, as you can see, it hit the position we wanted. I did buy as it hit about here, but it's okay. It's a bit laggy. It is what it is. Doesn't really matter too much. Now we'll take our take profit about. Where do we want it? How many points is it gone out? Maybe 55. Let's scale that a bit. Now, as you guys can see, we have scaled into the 5 minute time frame. It makes it a lot easier to decide your buy position, really. I think what I'll do is I'll set it to a 10-point breakout. Now, what I'll do is I'll trail the stop loss as we move up. So we'll see how this goes, but I am confident that we should make some money here today because the movement is looking pretty good, I'll be honest. So what I'll do is I think I might cut it here and then we'll cut back to when it gets a bit more interesting in the trade. Either I'll be close to take profit, stop loss, or somewhere in between. But either way, I'll see you guys soon and we'll go from there. All right, guys. Now, we have got a good bit of momentum going on right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this stop loss to about, I might leave it at 100 take profit right now. That would just cover the current loss I'm in, worst case scenario. A rule I have with myself is I can never bring this back down. And I used to have a bad habit where I'd let this fall. And as it got close to my stop loss, like let's say it was at break even, I would sort of I'd really not want to lose a trade, so I'd bring my stop loss down as it got close to it, just so I didn't get cancelled out. And then what would end up happening is I brought it low. lower, lower, and it ended up hitting it, and I'd lose however much money. It wasn't only an eval, so it doesn't matter, but it did prevent me from qualifying as soon as I probably could. Now, with that being in mind, I do think trailing your stop loss is a great idea because you get to take more profit with less risk. Obviously, if I trail it here and it hits that, that's fine. That would be like what, $200? But if I leave it here, I only take 100 if it falls all the way down. So trailing is fine, but once you move it up, you can't move it back down. That is my personal rule, and I think that should definitely be in everyone's rule, especially with it break even. So once you move it to break even, that should not be allowed to go back down. Now, I will keep you guys updated, and I think I'll cut back when some more's going on. But I think we've hit about like nearly 350. Was it up there? I wasn't paying too much attention, to be completely honest. But yeah, it's looking good. We'll see how we go. We're very close to being stopped out right now. See what happens.
Order filled.
Okay. We took a $150 profit that trade. Not too bad. Hmm. I don't know if I want to jump in again. It might. How many points did it break out in total? To be honest, it broke out 5 points. If it retests, I could go for another position and see if it goes up better this time. But we'll see how we go. So I'll just be patient, wait, and keep watching, and we might have a second trade. If not, I'll cut to me finalizing and explaining that trade a bit more. Okay, guys, we are done trading for the day. So, as you can see here, we have two trades. One's a win and one is counted as a loss, even though in my eyes it's not really a loss, it was a break even. So, I'll just quickly explain this loss here. Basically what happened is it finally retested that same point we had marked out. Once it did, I bought in. It fell a bit below it. Once it went a bit above it, I put the stop loss at break even and it eventually bounced back and hit the stop loss, which isn't that big of a deal. This winning trade you guys saw. So overall, we are in the green with this account, which is nice to see. We haven't seen that yet, so it does feel like a bit of a relief and also is just nice to see green, let's be honest. Also, I just want to quickly explain my goals with this account. Now, I just want to develop as a trader, skill-wise and emotionally. If you have traded, I'm sure you understand and know yourself from experience. You can get very emotionally invested and you let your emotions get the best of you sometimes, which affects your trades. Now, I know there's real money at stake, so that's why I'm playing with it, so I can develop my skills. With that being said, my goal is to get just one payout so I can fund the next funded account and keep scaling up till we can get a bunch and then trade sync that and then we can make some serious money. But I hope that makes everything clear with why I'm okay with taking little bits of profit and not risking too much because the last thing I want to do is blow this account and have to waste more money and then try waste even more time to eventually get qualified again. So I hope that makes complete sense with you guys and you're okay with that. If there's any suggestions or if you guys have any feedback or anything to help me, either YouTube creation or trading wise, I'd be more than happy to hear it. So please leave a comment down below. Now, if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like and subscribe. With that being said, I'll see you guys next time.